Welcome to Extra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. See something, say something. In fact, I usually give situations like this enough time to breathe. I usually protect the guilty in the game unless it's me. However, there's some situations so unique that I have to break the code. I have to crack the code and I have to sing like a bird. I have to sing like a bird. And I'm going to sing like a bird when it comes to this, because this is something that I ain't ever seen before. And this is something that I was mesmerized. I was so mesmerized that I was literally beside myself and did not know what to do because I was stuck in three minds. Three minds, not two, but three. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for giving me a brief moment or a second or whatever I deserve. Greatly appreciate it. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it ain't every single day. It just feels that way because we have this special, unique bond. We don't know what to call it. We will retroactively come from the future to the present or to the past and say, this is what it is. This is what it always was. This is what it will be moving along when the present us gets to the future. But that's okay. We don't know. It's all right. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. Sharing is caring, but you should not share everything. I've been moving about a lot lately. I've been making moves. I've been doing things outside of my comfort zone, inside of my comfort zone, thinking upon thinking, staying up late at night, pondering all the things that I usually ponder late at night. Even added some newer things to ponder and stew on and try to crack the code and figure situations out. Not to its logical conclusion, though. I ain't that of a mad hatter. I ain't that of a mad hatter to just try to do something to its logical conclusion. That's where I draw the line. That's why I stand up and say, no, not on my watch. No, not while I'm here. No, not while I have not been possessed by an alien, or I am not a robot. Even though most of you think that I am, even though most of you think that I am, my operating system is probably obsolete. And if it isn't, it's been corrupted. But I'm just trying to map out and that's mind map out, by the way. Side note, mind map out. You're welcome. I am just trying to map out how I've been just doing a lot of things, seeing experiences and what have you. And there was this one thing that I witnessed that goes far beyond my imagination. There's this one thing that I witnessed that I ain't never seen before. There was this one thing that I experienced that it never crossed my mind. And I like to think because thinking makes me feel good. And I like doing the things that make me feel good, like singing and dancing inside of my G-Rod. Wow, thinking. Wow, extremely focused. Awareness game on 1 million. And intuition is guiding and leading the way. Everything that I could have possibly thought of, everything that I possibly encountered, all of this is just for me to highlight the point that I have never, ever seen this before. And I didn't know what to do. I did not know what to do when it came to this. See, I had a similar or a different experience, same difference And I'll explain the same difference part. I had a similar same difference experience before, a week before. And that's why it was just something so out of the norm. Yes, abnormal, extraordinary. You betcha. It was all of those words and adjectives and adverbs that you can just throw together that mean this. Yes, all of the above. I wasn't shook though. I wasn't shook because this wasn't one of these moments to like shake me or have me shook. I was just befuddled. I was befuddled and I was literally beside myself, trying to think of what to do. And so I ended up doing nothing. I was trying to think of what to do. So I just ended up doing nothing. And I said, you know what? See something, say something. I'm going to have to say something. Even though I protect the guilty in the game, even though I give stuff enough time to breathe and let it marinate so I can have more pennies for my thoughts about it. I just had to come out and share ASAP. I know what you're thinking right about now. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there and say it. I was on a plane. I was on a flight where a lady had a baby and the baby did not cry. Period. The baby did not cry. The baby was happy. The baby was talking, baby talk, not real word talk, but yeah. I never seen that before. It blew my little mind. Because previously on a different flight and on the flights that I've had for the past 3 years, if there were any babies on the flight, they were letting it be known that they did not like being on the flight. And they were sharing with the rest of us how they didn't like being on the flight by any means. You think that I'm happy? I ain't happy. You about to be just like me because I heard this little saying that misery loves company and I feel alone, but I want some company. I want everybody to feel how I'm feeling. I want everybody to feel how I am, and that's the he, and not the ha, ha. I want everybody to feel how I am projecting words, sounds, anything that just comes out at the present moment. That's usually how that go down with babies on a plane for me. That is my normal experience. Like breathing air is just something that happened. It's involuntary. It's not something that I have to think about. It's not something that I have to make sure that I'm doing. It just happens. So I'm in that camp. That is something that just happened. The baby's just gonna cry on the plane. That's like air is needed to breathe. That's just like water is needed to survive. That is just like all of those things. All of them things. And so when I was on this flight, I didn't even know there was a baby on the flight to begin with. But when I saw the kid and when I saw mom, take the kid to the restroom or what have you, I got scared. I got scared because I was like, oh, no, this is going to go according to plan. This is going to go according to how all of them other flights have ever went in my at least past 3 years, but lifetime. We just go ahead and throw lifetime out there. I was preparing for that. I was preparing for the worst. How was. However, when mom and kid went back to sit down, baby was happy. Baby wasn't crying. Baby was full of joy. Baby wasn't talking. And when baby did talk, it was just like a little to let you know that I'm still here. It's okay. You don't have to worry about me. I'm not like the others. I'm special. I am not like the others. I am special. And let me just go ahead and backtrack to that same difference real quick before I move forward and move on. Same difference because previous week before I was on a flight and there was a kid or a baby and the baby cried the entire flight. And so it was the same because it was the same trip, and it was different because it was different times, and it was the same because it was two kids, and it was different because there were two different outcomes from both scenarios. Same difference, same difference. You're welcome. You're welcome. The baby was special. The baby was unique. I was beside myself because I was at the point was like, them genes need to be spread about. That needs to be selected for going forward. And don't worry, I'm going to dance the dance. I'm towing the line. I get it. I understand. Don't worry. I ain't got to say earmuffs. Don't worry. I ain't going to go too far because I done already been too far, but it's all right. We all friends here. It's all right. We all know where this is going. It's all right. We all know how this ends. I was befuddled. I was like, that is amazing. Amazing. And amazing is my favorite word. I wanted to stay off, or after the flight was over with, I wanted to just go to the side and just wait on mom or even dad if he was there too, or he didn't have to be there. And I just wanted to say, hey, excuse me, but I ain't never seen this before. And I think I want to be a part of something special. Not like that, but whatever the kid needs going forward in life, let me know. If I can be a God friend, don't have to be a God parent, don't have to be a God dad, don't have to be any of that, just a God friend. If I can just be a friend of a friend of a friend that just know how things turn out for the baby moving forward, please keep me plugged in. I just wanted to do that. If you ever need to go to college, I can pay for college. If you ever need to learn the ropes of life, I can be there and say, don't do this. Don't be like me. Whatever is necessary, whatever is needed, I would be that. I would do that. I'm prepared. I am ready because that was something unique. That was something different. That was something that blew my little mind and just had me worried. Not worried that something was going to happen to me, because at that point, something could have happened to me and I done already got all of the answers and questions that I needed answered for life. Because just knowing, being in the presence of something great, being in the presence of something unique like that, it superseded any and every other thing that I could have possibly came up with or thought of moving forward. There was just one of those times where I need to press the I believe button. I didn't have to break out the I believe button and say, you know, this scenario could happen and take place. Don't worry. Just press the I believe button, even though if it ain't never occurred of happening or happened. I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't have to make believe pressing my button. I didn't have to make believe imagining that my button was in front of me. I didn't have to put myself in a situation or a place because I was experiencing that firsthand. I was experiencing that in real life. I was experiencing that ATM at that moment. It was something that I'm going to remember forever It is something that I ain't ever gonna forget about. It is something that I'm gonna measure every and any other situation that I feel or deem that's not possible, not probable, just a figment of imaginations. That's gonna be this golden standard. A baby not crying on the plane. A baby enjoying the ride and talking and having conversation with mom. And all right, that's something. That is something. That I'm still lost. I am still lost for words. I am still in awe. I am still amazed. I'm still befuddled. Just go ahead, insert whatever. That's me right now. Still to this day. Will I ever see it again? I ain't holding my breath. I ain't got to think about it, but I ain't holding my breath. I'm going to drink me some water too and eat some food. And I just had to share. I just had to. I should have gave it enough time, but sometimes you got to do what just feels right. Sometimes when you see the light, you got to show the light and shine the light. I ain't going to say you're welcome. I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's a thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website, extravdgsports.com. That is xtravdgsports.com. Hopefully I spelled it correct. If not, the words still mean the words, but maybe not the letters. Noob and noobs, thank you once again for giving me the opportunity and giving me a chance. That's all I ever want, all I ever asked for. You giving me some of your time. Hey, grateful. Regs, I'm still pondering whether or not to give it to you because we've been down this road. We've been doing this one way for so long. I need to switch it up. I need to freshen it up. I need to come with something new, bring the new, bring the freshness. But for right now, I'm just going to say, out.